Hello there and welcome back to OET Prep Talks. My name is Milen Jacob and I am an OET expert trainer and the Executive Director at IRS Group. Today, I'm going to discuss with you OET's Listening Part B. And a lot of candidates have told me that they struggle with Listening Part B because they have not got the required training or, they haven't come across how to do it properly. So let's look at one of the specific skills required for OET's Part B listening. Before that, can you think of some specific skills that you have heard of or you have tried to apply in this part of listening? If you can think of any, please type in the chat box. I'll go through it later. Okay, so many of you would have heard of skills like gist or listening for detail, etc. Very good. So on the screen you have a Part B question. I'll give you some time to read the question and think of what skill you require. What is the skill focus in this question? What does the doctor want the patient to do first? That's the question. Now, if you usually focus on the question stem and not look at the options, that's fine. A brilliant way of doing multiple choice questions like Part B. So anyway, I'll read the options as well. Option A, have some refreshments that will be provided. Option B, learn about warning signs for cancerous growth. Option C, see the doctor when the biopsy results are ready. Now, I want you to think of the skill required, and if you have come across the skill, that's brilliant. If not, try to analyze what is the skill. Is it a specific detail, or is it something else? Right. So there is a hint there which gives us an idea about the skill. And so if you come back to the question, it says, what does the doctor want the patient to do first? Which means the doctor wants the patient to do many things, and among those different things that the patient has to do, what has to be done first? So this is a question where the skill required, the skill focus is on course of action. Now, listening Part B may have questions where course of action is a skill which you should be able to identify, and that will help you to get the answer correctly and quickly. So I'll now share the tape script. So this is what it says. Finally, Lawrence, it's over. I know it was a daunting experience, but as you already know, it's important not to just screen for any warning signs for cancerous growth, but also to assess the general health of your intestines. A few polyps were observed, and I have taken tissue samples for biopsy. I hope it doesn't sound scary, and it's done as part of the screening process. I'll ring you as soon as the reports come in, but it could be a couple of days. The first thing to do then would be to come back to the clinic for a discussion on the test results and to learn to look out for any signs as well. I know you must be starving, so right away the nurse will get you a quick grab before you head home. Do you have any questions for me? Now, can you kind of identify the course of action and try to find the answer as well? So look for words or phrases that show the discourse. So, you're looking for discourse markers or time references, words and phrases that show the sequence of events that happen. And there are a lot. So it's over, something is done, and there was a screening done. Polyps were observed and tissues were taken for biopsy. And then the doctor will ring the patient He wants the patient to come back, and on the way back, something is going to be given, a quick grab. Excellent. Now there are all these actions, but if you go back to the question and try to analyze the tense of the question. So what does the doctor want the patient to do? So it's hinting at something from now, it's the future tense. So look for sequence markers or actions that have to happen in the future. So hope you would have got the answer by now, and that would be brilliant. So there are three things specifically to be done. So what you listen is coming back to the clinic and a discussion on the test results and learning to look out for any signs. That's also to be done. And the nurse will give something, a quick bite, a quick grab. So on the way back, right away, grab that, have that. Excellent. So can you identify what is going to happen first? Right away, right now. There is the answer. Right now, first. In the question you find the word first, and here in the timeline, what comes first is the right away, and that hints at what is going to happen right now, which is have the refreshments, the quick grab, and so the answer is A. So when you have questions where course of action is the skill focus, look for sequence markers or discourse markers which hint at the flow of events or the order of events, where the priority is, and the question will have a word like the first in this example, and so that will help you to connect and find the answer. So a lot of questions in part B could be testing this specific skill, and it's very common if you listen to a bedside shift report or handovers. So they're pretty common across part B. So good luck, and remember to learn this skill. I'll see you with another skill in another edition of the Prep Talks. Happy learning, and thank you so much for joining.